what she did in this video, she talked through the entire attraction, okay?
Look, this video just came upon my timeline, and I want to at least help you kind of keep in mind of just like where my mind is at, because this video almost kind of like reminded me on like a decision I decided to make earlier this year, where I was like, I'm not stitching any Disney creators videos, because a lot of these Disney creators, even though that they may not mean harm, a lot of other Disney creators might make videos that elicits a reaction from you, and then you stitch it, and then you learn that they end up growing and you don't. But here's just kind of where I'm sitting on, is sometimes these commentary videos are fun and they give you that endorphin rush, because a lot of people want to hear about the tea and everybody wants to hear about drama. And I get that, because it's almost like a shot of dopamine right into your system. But you learn very, very quickly that it becomes a very, very lonely world. And it's lonely because, you know, it's not so much of like other creators that want to talk to you and hang out with you. I deal with that, and I perfectly am fine with that. If nobody doesn't want to talk to me or hang out with me, I'm perfectly fine. But also the big thing is that there comes a point when you realize that your worth is a lot higher than what it is. And when you start going out, and I'm not saying every creator should do this, but there's a point where you're just like, I think I am this valued, so I'm going to start shopping for brands, I'm going to start asking for media, I'm going to start doing this. And then you realize that you don't get any of that because they know you and you're associated with something awful, or maybe they can't trust you with stuff, or maybe they can't trust you with other creators that's going to be in the same area. So they would much rather exclude you than include you, because you might just talk shit about the other creators, or maybe you might get in a fight with the other creators. I'm in the boat, and I feel worthless for the videos I've done in the past. And even though they all got me to this point, it's a difficult road. So this is my warning to all of you who make videos like this. It's a fucking lonely world. It's a lonely world. Tread lightly. I wanted to make a part two because, you know, you might be watching this and saying, you know, this definitely sounds like a lot of projection. It is. I'm proud of the work I've done. I'm proud of the content that I've put out. But at the same time, there comes a point where you have to understand that, like, maybe my content was the very thing that is not allowing me to get what I want. I'm seeing so many people that are taking trips, that are getting paid for, like, vacations, that are getting all these things, and then I look at that and then I almost kind of get a little FOMO, because I'm like, I wish I can have that, I wish I can get that. But I also know that my content held me back from that, and I don't like that, and that doesn't make me feel comfortable. And eventually you have to get to that point where maybe that doesn't make you feel comfortable either. You have to fix it by being better, right?
Hello, everyone. Just wanted to make this video. I accessed Shawn's video because a few people told me about it. And at first I was like, I don't really care. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go see what it's all about. So I used Manny's account to go in, and I even made a few comments because I've been asking Shawn for an apology for him falsely accusing me of being a racist. And I encourage, if you're a friend of his or you're a follower, or even if you aren't, contact him and ask him if he could please provide 1 ounce of evidence showing that I am a racist. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a good chance you could be blocked. He's going to deflect. He may even say something different as a verbal confirmation. No, don't take any of that. You ask him for screenshots, audio, whatever, because it's not true, okay? And my integrity is one of the most important things to me, and I can't stop until I get that apology because it's not right. I've lost a few followers through this because of it. And I, as you know, I just feel it's very disheartening for someone to do that. What message does that send to the young adults out there? How does that affect allies trying to help? I don't think these are things that were taken in consideration when during the conversation someone flew off the handle and just decided to say that. I'm also going to be referring to notes because I do have brain fog ever since I had my kidney transplant last year. So please excuse me if you see me reading off the notes. It's just a lot of content information I would like to address. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is you said the decision that you made a while back that you weren't going to stitch other creators, which you have. So, but that's not even really the main point. I know in your first video, you explained how you were very proud of your content and your post. And then in the second video, you said that you feel worthless because of that same content. I will tell you that, you tried to use me in this video as what not to do if you want to succeed in social media. And you talked about self-worth. Well, let's talk about self-worth for just a moment, okay? Everyone has a different definition of what they consider to be self-worth, okay? For you, it is all about going to those media events and getting free trips or whatever and going and living it up on Disney's dime, and that is awesome. I wish you the best success with that, and I hope you achieve that one day. For me personally, I don't care about media events. I've been to media events. I worked the media events. That's not appealing to me at all. Okay? The reason why I'm here is my worth comes from seeing other people, introducing people to other people that are within the Disney community. As you may know, I refer to everyone as hoochikins because I'm not egotistical. I'm not a god or an idol. I feel that everyone should have equal representation at the table. And if they want to talk about Disney, we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Okay? So you have to realize that just because someone produces content the way you or V doesn't like, it really doesn't matter because it's none of your business, right? You can't tell people not to stitch certain people and to do certain things or you're going to be lonely and that type of thing. You can't do that because when you do that, it has repercussions. You become alone because you've alienated yourself from everyone else. I know you went on trying to give me advice saying, this is going to lead to basically being alone. You don't want to be alone. I'm not alone. And the reason why I'm not alone is because I surround myself with people who I enjoy being around. And I don't accuse them of things like being a racist. Okay? I know you said that your content in the past may have hurt your ability. Your content now and your actions now is also hurting your opportunities. Okay? I'm running out of time, but one thing I keep asking you about is if you could just apologize, right? Or show the proof that I'm a racist, because it has more of a negative impact than you could ever imagine. You're dividing people based on lies, and you know it. You know it. That's why you blocked me off, because you don't have to take responsibility, right? You can't do that, especially in this day and age. So don't tell people they're going to have a lonely world based on their content, because you know what it's like, and that was because you made that content, right? I mean, let's be fair. And if I could ask you a quick question, do you feel worthless because it's a difficult road, because you have falsely persecuted others and they no longer want to help you or be around you? That's just one take. You also mentioned that you have to fix it by making it better. Well, Shawn, take the first step and fix it right now and make it better by telling everyone and apologizing for calling me a racist. That's the first step. Good luck.